Finally, bro, after months of trials and tribulations, of switching through so many business models that I cannot even count on my fingers, I have finally found the right business model that I wanted to go all in on, the right business model that I wanted to fail at and experience trials and tribulations, the one that I wouldn't quit, no matter the circumstances. I would just continue forward until the last fucking breath to become successful in it. This business model was becoming a YouTuber and a self-improvement YouTuber, which I know is kind of saturated, but I wanted to bring my own message to the self-improvement industry. I wanted my voice to be heard also. I wanted to have the community of people who share the same values as me also by my side, of the same people who want to become the best version of themselves and who are working tirelessly on themselves every single fucking day. I was ready to experience mistakes. I was ready to experience literal fucking hell in order to succeed. However, I had one issue. I didn't want to show my face to the internet. I want to stay anonymous while still giving advice about life to the people who are watching me. And so I started to calculate on how long it would take me to lay this foundation on which I would build my channel on. And as it turned out, it would take a fuck ton amount of time before I would upload my first video. Because those guys who wanted to show their face, they could just, turn on their face cams or the cameras on their mobile phone and they could just get started right away. Meanwhile, I would have to draw all the characters in my videos that you see even right now. I would have to find the background that I would use for my videos. I would have to find the right editing software for my videos. And it was just all of these little things that were really holding me back. But still, the time that it would take me for to lay this business foundation on which my channel would be built on wouldn't actually take that long. In fact, probably like 3 to 4 days. So I went to work right away. And the first thing, the biggest problem that I needed to solve right away was drawing the characters for my videos. And so I did all of them in one go. That was the first thing, the one thing that I dedicated 100% of my focus on for like the first 2 days. I know that they look like I just drew them in like 3 minutes in like MS Paint, but let me reassure you, bro, each one of them took like 20 minutes to draw. But once it was complete, after I spent probably like 10 hours of drawing all of them, I finally moved on to the background of my videos. And so I just took a screenshot of the background of my room where I record and just put it in like PNG to cartoon converter, and the result is behind me. And then I also settled with the editing software because, as it turned out, I already had it downloaded on my PC. And once all of this was done, after probably like 4 days of preparation, I was good to go. I was good to finally start recording these videos. And now, making videos is really effortless. Like, I just sit down, record myself for like 25 minutes, and then I just edit it and slap it onto YouTube for it to upload. And I don't have to worry about anything else, like the editing software, the background, the cartoon characters that I use, because all of that was already done. Before I actually started to draw those characters, I picked like 20 different characters that I would generally want in every single one of my videos. And imagine how messy it would be if I just started to record videos right away. And then meanwhile I was editing the first video, I would also have to download the editing software, I would have to figure out the background, I would have to draw all of the characters, and it would take me like a few days, probably even more than the 4 days that I spent in the first place on the preparation of actually getting the job done. I would have multitasked, and as we all know, men are not good at multitasking. And so what I did was I took the hardest part, which was drawing the characters, and I did it right away. Like, I'm not joking, I literally locked myself inside of a room for hours on end until I drew like 5 characters. I wasn't allowed to leave the room where I was drawing in. And so after the preparation was done, After all of the components of the video were finished, all the visuals, I could move on to actually recording those videos in the first place and slowly picking up the pace, the steam that would get my channel going, and the result is in front of you. The foundation has been set a long time ago, and now I just have to record videos. I already have the characters, so I can just put them inside of my videos every time that I want. I have the background, I have the editing software, and so now I just spent like an hour in total on one video every single day. When we also don't count the time that it takes to, like export the video from the editing software and actually uploading it to YouTube, that is like extra 45 minutes, I would say, but that's nothing. I can basically just leave my computer running while I'm, for example, reading or watching YouTube. Yeah, it's just automatic from that point onwards. And in fact, this method of solving the biggest problem first also got confirmed to me in a book that I was reading just a couple of days ago called Extreme Ownership. It is a leadership book, and in that book, the author describes a situation while he was serving in Iraq during the Battle of Ramadi. And in one of the stories that he tells you in the book, while he was a leader of a battalion in Ramadi, he tells a story of them being under attack. Like they were stuck on this building, I think, and one of his soldiers literally fell down from the building, and then the enemy fire that rained upon them was insane. And also, when you combine it with his entire battalion relying on him to solve the situation, you get a pretty messy situation. And so, what the author did, he just relaxed, he breathed, and then he started to solve the entire situation by doing the hardest task first, and then slowly climbing down the ladder of the importance of the problems. And that's exactly what I did, and I fucking won. And I laid the foundation in the most efficient way possible. Now, of course, I don't want to compare myself to the authors, Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. Of course, the situation that I found myself in wasn't nearly as important as that one was, because the entire battalion's life relied on them at that moment. But what matters is that I used the principle before I even learned it in the first place. Because keep in mind, this was back in May, when I was still starting this YouTube channel, and I was reading this book like a couple of days ago, and it is July right now. And so, let me give you this analogy. What is the most time-consuming, the most difficult part of Asian cooking? It is the preparation, right? When you're trying to make egg fried rice, for example, you need to spend the time of actually cooking the rice the day before. You have to cut up the onions, the shallots, you have to prepare all of the seasonings, you have to prepare the eggs, the chilies, you need to cut the chilies to even slices. And after the entire preparation is done, then you can start cooking. And the actual frying part of making the egg fried rice, it is probably like 5% of the entire time, because once you have the entire preparation, then you can just put all of it in the pan and you will have it in like 10 minutes. And this is exactly what I did. I spent so much time drawing the characters, picking the background and picking the software where I would edit my videos. I did the preparation, and then once all of it was done, once all of the most time consuming and the hardest parts were done, I could start recording the videos. I could literally start cooking the fried rice right away. The ingredients were finally prepared and I was good to go. I was ready to cook. And now I can cook up a video anytime that I want. I can literally be on the bottom of the fucking ocean. And if I have an editing software by my side, if I have a mobile phone where I record the audios for my videos sometimes, and if I have my notebook where I edit them sometimes, then I'm good to go on making a YouTube video. And so, my friend, you need to just stop, take a deep, deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it in for 7 seconds, and breathe out for 8 seconds. You need to do this until you achieve complete mindfulness of the situation. Then you need to sit down and determine which tasks are the most time-consuming and the most difficult, and you need to make sure to solve them right fucking away. You need to literally get them done the second you determine that they are the most difficult ones. You need to make an entire list of priorities that you want to solve. Because when you multitask, when you mess up the preparation, like for example, when you start to cook the eggs before you actually prepare the chilies, before you cut the shallots, the chilies for example, then it will just be messy. And we don't want that. So the key is mindfulness of staying calm in the situation and being the masculine, stoic man that I know you are. So now that you have your list of priorities, now let's actually talk about how you can get them done effortlessly. The two methods that I want you to implement will definitely help you, and personally, I have been using them for the past year of staying productive on my self-improvement journey as much as possible. The first one is waking up early. This has helped me tremendously. Every time when I wake up at 5 a.m., I have this like 2-hour long window of just doing anything that I want, and I use this time productively. I use this time to exercise, to meditate, to gratitude journal, to do my morning routine that I don't have time to do at any other time in the day because I would be distracted by the people around me. And the first hour of you being awake every single day is the most valuable hour of the entire day because your brain is the sharpest when you wake up in the first hour of the day. So I highly, highly recommend that every time when you wake up, you immediately get to work. Or if you have some kind of a morning routine like I have, for example, like exercising, like meditating and gratitude journaling, then granted, you must do them right away. And those will take like 40 minutes of your entire day. And plus, after you do them for months on end, it will just become muscle memory and then they won't take up as much of your mental energy anymore. So you will naturally have way more brain power, way more brain energy to solving the problems, to getting the tasks done in the first hour of the day. Like for example, I have mastered my morning routine so much that after I finish it and go record a video, I get it done effortlessly. Like for the first like 30 days of me recording videos on this channel, it used to take me like an hour to record these videos. Now it takes me like 25 minutes when I get them done as the first thing in the day, right after my morning routine. Because my morning routine, yeah sure it is still in the way, but it only takes up like 5% of my entire brain energy that I have in the morning. And then I have like 95% of the entire brain energy for the morning that I can spend on these productive activities like recording these videos and editing them. And the reason why this is so powerful is because in the first hours of the day, no one will distract you. Your entire family will be asleep and you can do anything that you want at being 100% of your potential. Because just think about it. You have this entire hour of being most effective in your entire day, and you are also not distracted for that entire hour when you wake up at 5 a.m. for example. That right there is a deadly combination that will kill every single one of the tasks that you choose to pursue. And the second method is to literally lock yourself somewhere, like for example in a room. Like for example, there are 2 rooms in my house where I record videos. One of them is behind my actual computer, where I also edit these videos. And one of them is when I cannot record these videos in front of my computer. It's basically this like tight room where there are so many objects. So even when I talk in it, it doesn't echo as much. And I don't come out until the work is actually done. I don't drink, I don't eat, I don't brush my teeth, anything. As long as the task isn't done, I'm not getting out of that room until the work is done. Until I don't finish this video, I'm not allowed to leave. And this right here is so powerful that you will literally never quit anything when you're doing it. Like for example, if you actually take the effort to close the door in your room, where you for example edit the videos for your YouTube channel, then of course you're more likely to finish those videos, right? And especially in the first hour of the day, when your brain is the most effective and when no one is bothering you. These 2 methods, when paired together, will make you such a beast at solving any task that you choose that just being productive will become effortless to you. And when you also combine it with the discipline that you will get over time and the long-term delayed gratification that you will eventually get, you will get such a broken ability to get anything solved at any time that you want, that you will never go back to video games, for example, because real life will give you so much delayed gratification that you will be way more likely to not use discipline, but motivation instead to be productive. Once you get the delayed gratification in the form of money, respect from the people around you, the attention from women, and improvement in your physical and your mental health also, then you're way less likely to actually not finish the task and you will leave your competition in the dust. If you want to get surrounded by people who are just like you, who share the same values as you, who want to become the best version of themselves and who are working tirelessly on themselves every single day, then I know that you'll find your place in our clan in the description. Because if you're watching this video 16 minutes in, then you have a greater attention span than 99% of people who are just surviving every single day and who are succumbing to the temptations that the big corporations have been putting onto us, like for example junk food, video games, social media. You are above those activities if you're watching videos like these, and so I know that you will be a powerful asset to us in the Discord clan. Because in our Discord server, we reject modernity, we reject the instant gratifications that the big corporations have been putting onto us. And those people who don't believe in us, who shit talk us, we are leaving them in the dust because we are becoming the best version of ourselves every single day. And so please, I know that you have way more potential than you think you have, and you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So stop hanging around with the 99% of people that don't have any ambitions in life and join us on the path of greatness. You can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description and get yourself a free ebook. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most and which part of the video you will implement in your everyday life. Join the Discord clan in the description and become a part of the family. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you.